I need. This is what I've longed for, someone young and smiling here upon my hill.
When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face,
And hasn't very far to go.
but every whippoorwill is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so.
I could say life is just so all jello and appear more intelligent and smart, but I'm stuck like a jump with a thing called a bow, and I can't get it out of my heart. Not this heart.
You know, Emil, my mother says we've got nothing in common, but she's wrong. We've got something very important in common, very much in common.
Yes, we're both in love.
Yes, but more than that, we're the same kind of people fundamentally, you and me. We appreciate things. It really is quite exciting when two people are like that.
Have you been thinking, Nellie?
I've been thinking. Born on the opposite sides of a sea, we are as different as people can be.
It's true.
And yet you want to marry me.
I do.
I've known you a few short weeks, and yet somehow you've made my heart forget all other men I have ever met. But you.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you see her again and again.
Who can explain it? Who can tell you why?
Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you feel her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own. For all through your life you may dream of love.
Once you have found him, never let him go.
Once you have found her,
Isn't that gorgeous? Hello there, my mostly self-isolated friends, and welcome to The High Note, our monthly live stream featuring updates, interviews, and more from Opera Orlando. Whoa! Hey! Thank you. Thank you. Big crowd today. Same size as always. I'm your host, Gabriel Preisser, broadcasting live from the Opera Orlando offices, and we were just enjoying the dulcet tones of husband and wife duo, Sarah Nordin and Tyler Putnam. We are excited to have them joining us today, and as always, we have lots to talk about, so let's get to it. Breaking news. Oh, there it is. Wow. That buglehorn player is amazing. After a very successful Empower the Arts campaign with United Arts, many thanks to all those who donated, and after our first stab at online concerts and an online party, many thanks to those who tuned in and donated for that as well, we have the grand total of funds raised over the past 6 weeks. You guys ready? You guys ready? Drum roll, please. Let's see what we got here. We got, wait. How do I not have a drum roll sound effect? I mean, come on, really? Well, after the past 6 weeks, we have raised a grand total of over $115,000. Wow, we absolutely amazing. Surpassing our goal of $100,000, many thanks to the $50,000 match from our friends Frank and Mary Doherty. Can we get a round of applause for them? Let's hear it for them. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I love that image of them. There it is. Big shout out to Frank and Mary. Many, many thanks. Now you can view the entire 5th anniversary party on our YouTube channel. I'm going to pop up the link in the comments for you. Just make this little, right by that, and it's on there. See it? There you go. You can relive all the excitement which was broadcast live from Casa Feliz. Again, many thanks to our friends at Casa Feliz. We love you guys. Thanks for hosting us. You can actually relive all of our online concerts on our YouTube channel now. I've heard, this is a dirty rumor, I'm sure, but I've heard that some of you are still not subscribers on YouTube. I know, I'm shocked too. Well, come on, don't be shy. Subscribe today, get all the latest videos from Opera Orlando. In other words, in other news, we are moving forward with Die Fledermaus, The Revenge of the Bat. I know it sounds scary, but it's actually a comedy. True story. And individual tickets are now on sale through Dr. Phillips Center. 2 performances only, December 17th and 19th. Exciting, I know. Now the audience is going to be spread out and socially distanced for this one just to keep everyone safe. Might as well bring your Opera Orlando mask with you. I got mine. What do you guys think? We'll have some there at the performance for you if you need one. Also, the singers and the orchestra, they'll be spread out on the stage, trying to keep everybody safe. Good thing we will be at the Disney Theater. Plenty of room to spread out. Fledermaus is presented in English with English dialogue and super titles, plus a couple surprise appearances. Can't wait to find out who those are. Well, let's not hear it from me. Let's hear it from, well, me.
Opera Orlando celebrates its 5th anniversary season with a musical extravaganza like no other. Johann Strauss II's Die Fledermaus, The Revenge of the Bat, on stage at Disney Hall. Come dressed in your party best and enjoy a night of intrigue and disguise at Prince Orlovsky's Masquerade Ball, chock full of special guests and surprise appearances. Argentinian-born maestro Jorge Parodi conducts musicians from the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra in some of the most memorable waltzes ever composed, with Opera Orlando's artistic director Gabriel Preisser directing an Orlando-centric take on Strauss's comedic farce. Soprano Abigail Rethwich is the captivating Rosalinda, joined by Grammy Award-winning baritone Gabriel Preisser as her less-than-faithful husband, Eisenstein. Soprano Cree Carrico is the feisty chambermaid Adele, with a husband and wife duo of Sarah Nordin and Tyler Putnam taking on the roles of Prince Orlovsky and Police Warden Frank, presented in English with English dialogue and supertitles. Die Fledermaus will be a party unlike any other.
Now we are talking. What a cast, and of course we are beyond thrilled to have Argentinian maestro Jorge Parodi back with us. I know there are probably lots of questions out there about how we will be presenting this performance, And I think we might have answers for them, I think. We will find out during our Q&A session at the end of our episode today. So feel free to leave your questions in the comments. Don't be shy. Go ahead and write them in there. We'll get back to them during that part. Before we get to the Q&A session, we'd like to have a couple of these wonderful artists join us. What do you guys say? Please help me welcome our Prince Orlovsky and Police Warden Frank, Merry duo Sarah Nordin and Tyler Putnam. There they are. Hey, Sarah and Tyler. How are you guys? Good to see you.
Great, Gabe. Good to see you too.
Yeah, good to see you.
Now, last time we saw you was actually part of the tribute video or the toast video for our 5th anniversary party. And if I remember correctly, you were in Maine shooting those videos. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in Florida for a good long time. Now we're home in New York, but we went back via Maine. Has to do with travel restrictions and such, so it was a shame, but we had to go through Maine, and I got to visit my family. We spent a long time out there.
Oh, how wonderful is that? Yeah, there's worse places to be, to have to visit. So now you're back home in New York, is that right?
Yeah.
Home in the Bronx.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you got, of course, your little one with you. How old is the baby these days?
She's 2.
Oh, gosh, already grown up way too fast. Well, first and foremost, thank you guys for being a part of our 5th anniversary party. As you heard, it was a big success. And you guys have really been a part of Opera Orlando from the beginning. Even before we became Opera Orlando, Sarah, you came and sang in Così fan tutte, the first opera presented at Dr. Phillips Center. We have some images there we're going to put up. What was that experience like? The first time going into a new venue, the Pew Theater, definitely has some challenges there. What was that production like, Sarah?
Oh, it was wonderful because we hadn't had opera in Orlando for a while, and for me it was like coming home because I've been singing opera in Florida and in Orlando for so long before that. So to have a show in a new theater was it's so exciting.
Yeah.
And I got to do it with Robin Stamper conducting, and Frank McLean was the stage
That's
director.
right,
And
Frank McLean.
Friends.
Yeah, big shout out to both of them. I miss seeing Frank. Of course, Robin, we just had him for our 5th anniversary party, and he's close by. He's over in Tampa.
Yeah.
And then we were able to have both of you guys for our inaugural season as Opera Orlando in the cast of Don Giovanni, set on a college campus, the frat boy gone wrong, right? And kind of ironically, you guys got to play the to-be-married duo of Mazzetto and Zerlina. So Tyler, tell me, how was that experience, especially to do Don Giovanni with this modern, updated take on it?
Yeah, there are pros and cons to updating a show. And that one, it became more like a soap opera or like a drama, like a TV show. It had this a sense of reality to it that I really enjoyed. And of course, to play the married couple with your own wife, and they just got married, and we've been married in maybe a couple years, and it's the first time that we did this combo together.
Yeah.
So we already had this immediacy of being comfortable with each other physically, which was good because there was a lot of physical action that Bob knew as the director. It was very psychological.
It was a physical and psychological show. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we were honored to have you guys in our first site-specific production, which we did at Casa Feliz. And, site-specific has become a buzzword recently, the past, 10, 15 years in the opera industry. What is it about site-specific productions that make them so exciting?
Well, I think that it's very interesting to be on the stage with people as the audience member. Like, you really are in the action.
Right.
Which is different from television. People sit and watch television and it's very, separate from you. Where a site-specific thing, you are right there with the people in the house as part of the action, and it makes it much more alive, I think.
Yeah, or even on a theater, you're rather removed typically over the orchestra pit. I mean, the Pew Theater is intimate, which is nice, but typically you're pretty far away from the audience. But yeah, when we were doing the site-specific Barbara Seville at Casa Feliz, I mean, the audience was really in what I like to call the splash zone, right?
Yes.
They were right there. They were right there. We have some great images there of the balcony scene, you as our star, Rosina, and Tyler, oh my gosh, with that white wig as Basilio. Absolutely hilarious.
Amazing.
And that very orange outfit.
Very orange outfit. Well, that sure was a blast. And then we were able to have Tyler back in another site-specific production of Girl of the Golden West. Unfortunately, not a lot of soprano or female roles in there for you, Sarah. But that was another cool venue. You know, we talk about you become the character when you put on the costume. But for that one, I think once we all set foot into Cheyenne Saloon, we were transported to this different world. Tell us about that experience, Tyler, being involved in that production.
Well, that photo sizes up pretty well. The rehearsal space, some people may or may not know, where we were rehearsing is the basement of a church. Offices. There's some poles you have to deal with, low ceilings. And so we kind of marked out what this huge room would look like with music stands and tables. Right. And the director kept saying, when you get into the space, you'll get it. So we were all trying to pretend what it'd be like. You walk in there, it's massive. It's just like, it's like a cowboy opera house. It's just like Disney's it's Disney-esque. It's huge, but a saloon, but massive. And so
it just goes on forever. Multiple levels, yeah.
Like balcony after balcony, and I got in there and I just started like exploring. I wanted to go up to the highest corner of it, and our stage manager Michelle Engelman was there, and she was like, "Everybody needs to come back to the ground floor and start rehearsal now." I just have to,
well, she's trying to do her job. Big shout out to Michelle if she's watching. I'm sure she forgives you for that, because that place it's overwhelming. And the amount of detail, it is very kind of Disney-esque or Universal Studios-esque, the amount of detail.
I saw this show 3 times because I loved it so much. The venue was so interesting. And the translation, you did it in English, and it just brought the opera alive for me, because it's set in the American West. And so to have it done in English with American singers was just perfect.
Yeah, in a real saloon. But you bring up a good point, Sarah. There's something about sometimes opera gets this reputation of it's in a foreign language, I'm not going to understand it, I can't approach it. So we have done quite a few productions in English. Even with Giovanni, the recits were in English, as you guys might remember. Barbara Seville was in English, Girl of the Golden West. And part of why we do that for the site-specific productions is we don't have super titles, right? You don't have a capability when you're on site like that. But the audience, I find, is more with the show because they're forced to listen a little bit more, if that makes sense, and they can grasp the English and be embedded in the story. So hopefully people are starting to have an open mind about having more productions in English. Well, right now we are gearing up for Die Fledermaus, which will also be presented in English. But before we talk about that, we had to find a clip. We dug through the interwebs, through the YouTubes, and found this adorable clip of you guys actually singing a duet from Don Giovanni. Ironically, Tyler, you are here trying to seduce your own wife in La Ci darem la mano. Here we go with the clip.
Quel casinetto mio, soli staremo, e lo gioiello mio, ci sposeremo. La ci darem la mano, ma mi dirai di sì. Vedi, non è lontano, partiam ben via.
they love you here in Orlando. They are going crazy. Now, I have to ask you guys. I mean, it must be a pretty nice thing to get to perform together. You know, how many people can say they get to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah is expert at that. She's been just a great publicist and booking us work together for the past, how long have we been doing this?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, so.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy when Enzo already has a job and says, I have this amazing good-looking bass if you want to use him.
I think that's the line you used on me, darn it, and it worked. Because we will...
He wants a concert, you want 2 singers, you want duets.
Exactly, it really comes in handy. It really comes in handy. And then you gotta get the baby in there. You guys could have a trio, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to have you guys coming back to be in Die Fledermaus, and we're grateful that you're traveling together, that you're a duo. Now, Sarah already came and did a little promo commercial for us, a little photo shoot, and we really tried to push her limits because we wanted her to not just be Orlovsky, but be Rosalinda and be Eisenstein for the photo shoot. So she had to go from being a man to a woman to Orlovsky, who's kind of somewhere in between. We don't really know. Orlovsky, traditionally a pants role, sometimes played kind of ambiguously, shall we say. Well, why don't we roll the commercial, then we'll talk to Sarah about that experience. Here we go. So fun, Sarah. So fun to see that transformation. Tell me what that photo shoot was like, the video shoot was like that day.
Oh, it was so much fun. You guys, I've never done anything like that before.
I bet. I don't wake up every morning and try and transform myself. Yeah.
No, but I have to say that the hair woman was by far the all-star of that shoot, because changing me from a man to a woman to a different man
Right.
was a very difficult task, and she nailed it. She turned this hair into boy hair like no problem.
Well,
And
big
then
shout out
back
to
from
Amber
before.
and Justine. Amber and Justine were your hair and makeup ladies that day. Yeah, that was amazing. It was quick. I mean, we had to get all that done in 30 minutes, less than an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, and they nailed it, and I couldn't believe it. I've never been able to switch that quickly and look that good so fast. It was amazing.
Well, guys, we have so enjoyed having both of you with us today. I know I'm excited for Die Fledermaus. Great cast. Have our friend Jorge Perotti coming back to conduct. I think the only question I'm seeing here in the comments, and this is now our Q&A section, so anybody out there watching on Facebook, on the interwebs, should throw a question up there for us if you have any. But we do have a question here for you guys. The question is, where's the baby? They want to see the cutie.
I can go get her just a second.
Okay, all right. Don't worry, we're not going to make her sing. Don't worry.
Far enough away that her noise wasn't going to be picked up in the mic, but close enough to go grab her.
That's awesome.
She has a pretty good little concert series of her own going on Instagram, Pauline's Quarantine Concert Series. That's the hashtag. We started it in the middle of March, and there's like 20 videos on there now. Most recently a Hamilton mashup. So.
How fun is that? I will have to check that out, and I encourage our audience to check that out as well. Very cool. So she's already a YouTube star.
Yes.
Oh, the Hamilton video's got like 5,000 views in it.
Wow. Oh, my word.
Yeah, she has more views than we do.
My kids think that they are YouTube stars, but I haven't yet to break it to them that they don't have a YouTube channel. It's just me taking videos of them, but that's okay.
She was just singing, several different songs from Hamilton at once and turned it into a great little medley, and we put it on Facebook, and it just went crazy.
It's amazing how catchy that music is, and the kids. Same thing with Dear Evan Hansen. I find the music kind of complex myself, but my kids grasp it so quickly. Hey there, little one. How are you today?
You can say hi. You can try your mouth. Say hi. Can you wave? Can you wave?
She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. All right, well, we do have a couple questions now for you. This is from Chev. Love it. You guys remember Chev? Hey, Chev, how are you? Chev wants to know, what is your favorite song or aria duet to sing together?
Okay, well, so the intro to today's show, if you caught it, was South Pacific. We have this medley we do. It ends in Some Enchanted Evening, but it begins with Cockeyed Optimist, the gorgeous song. So we met doing South Pacific, and we've been singing that arrangement sort of ever since. And so we usually finish our concerts with that piece.
Yeah, I love that medley. You guys did that for the Opera on Park concert here in Orlando.
Yeah,
It was perfect.
It was a medley that Louis Burkott put together for me, and it's just a blast.
Oh, it sounds like now it's going to be a trio. Your daughter's getting in there.
Yeah.
All right, another fun question here for you. What was your favorite place that you have traveled to for a production, whether it's together or separate?
Well, mine has to be Japan. But
Oh, my
that's
gosh.
because I got to go with the Met, and they just spent lots of money on me. It's amazing.
That seems to be a reoccurring theme with the Met. They just like to spend that money. Well, how cool was that? What show was that with, Sarah?
It was Don Carlo and the La Boheme, Zeffirelli La Boheme.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
And oh my gosh, the Zeffirelli La Boheme is just unbeatable. It's amazing.
Anything Zeffirelli is over the top, impressive.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
they had horses, and they used Japanese kids for the kids chorus.
Oh, cool. How cool is that?
And we had Japanese horses, and so we had a few, things where we had to put us all together, and it was just such an interesting collaboration. I loved it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Tyler, what about you? Any exotic travels?
Yeah, I've been to Porto Ercole, which is sort of a summer destination from Rome and the Mediterranean coast of Italy, and did a concert series there. I was so young, I just lucked into this connection of a connection. And it was gorgeous, and I visited Rome and did a couple weeks language study in Siena. So, but plenty of gorgeous places in the U.S. as well. But those are our top foreign destinations.
Very cool.
Oh,
Very cool.
amazing.
Yeah, can't beat Santa Fe. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Orlando is not Japan or Rome, but we'll make the most of it here when you guys are here in December for Die Fledermaus. Unfortunately, our time is up, so we're going to send you guys off. Any final thoughts or words before we say goodbye?
Just want to say thank you, Gabe. Thank you to Opera Orlando. I want your audience to know how brave this organization is to continue to produce works in any way we can. This particular production of Die Fledermaus, if we can't do it, we reschedule. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So thank you, and we're gonna be here to sing it for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Oh, thank you guys. That means a lot. Let's hear it for Sarah and Tyler. You guys take care with Pauline, the new YouTube star. Bye, guys. All right. Well, now it is time for what is coming up in the arts. The Metropolitan Opera continues their nightly streams, and it's Puccini weekend. Tonight is Puccini's Tosca. Tomorrow, Puccini's Turandot with Christine Goerke in the title role. And then on Sunday, everyone's favorite, Puccini's La Boheme. Our friends at the Orlando Philharmonic have their first big concert of the season tomorrow night. Can you believe it? And when I say big concert, I really mean big concert. It is going to be at Orlando City Soccer's Exploria Stadium. That's right, outdoors, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. I hear that they just added some tickets, so bravo to them. Also, our friends at the Orlando Ballet Company and School have their first production coming up, Sleeping Beauty. Are they talking about me? No, they're not talking about me. October 22nd through 24th at the Dr. Phillips Center. Please check that out. Also, at Opera Orlando, we continue our Representation Matters with a special Latinx Artists, Latinx Stories episode in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month with special guest Jorge Parodi. We've been talking a lot about him today. And a special guest host, Alejandra Boyer. Broadcast on October 11th at 2 p.m. Free and online. And as a precursor to our main stage production of Carmen, which will be presented in April of 2021, Opera Orlando is excited to be a part of Russian Ballet's production of the Carmen Ballet Suite. We have 3 performances with them, October 17th at Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center in Sanford, October 24th at Polk Theater in Lakeland, October 25th at the Athens Theater in DeLand, with Gloria Palermo singing the title role of Carmen. Cannot wait to see that. Now, speaking of Carmen, do you have your season tickets for our 2021 season, including Fledermaus, Hansel and Gretel, and Carmen? Season packages are still available. Purchase yours today. I hear they make great Christmas presents too. True story. True story. To send us off, we have the ever-appropriate send-off trio of Soave Si al Vento from Mozart's Così fan tutte, featuring our friend Sarah Tyler, who we were just speaking with, along with another familiar face, soprano Susie Hellman Spadafora, who some of you might remember from our Valentine's event 2 seasons ago, accompanied by Teresa Ancaya and conducted by St. Pete Opera's maestro Mark Sforzini. Happy trails, my friends. Thank you for joining us today, and join us again next month on October 23rd for the next episode of The High Note for a special company update. Stay safe, hang in there, and see you online at the opera.